What's good, y'all? Dr.Trehunna. Now, we all came across the age of the flat tummy tea. We all seen the magic metabolism boosting supplement, such as like Hydroxycut. And we all really believed at one point that these products may work, right? So you probably purchased one or two, and then you came to realize that this didn't do a damn thing for you, right? So today, what we're gonna cover is what are the real fat burning supplements, right? That you can start incorporating in your diet today and expecting the scale to drop a little bit more in your favor, okay? And why you should refrain from anything that's basically saying is gonna really boost your metabolism in it, or is gonna help you, achieve a more fat burning state, all right? So first things first, one thing you have to realize, if you are ever trying to lose fat, you gotta be in a caloric deficit, all right? Now, what a lot of fat burners do, they help your body suppress its appetite, okay? And if your appetite is suppressed, then you're naturally going to eat less. Simple, right? Also, what a lot of fat burning supplements like to do is they add in a lot of caffeine or something that's gonna quote unquote have a caffeine type effect into it. And what this basically do, it allows your body to quote unquote boost its metabolism, all right? So are they lying to you when they're saying that? Because this fat burning supplement is gonna boost your metabolism? No, but how much is it gonna boost your metabolism? Context is key. So just enough to the point where you can burn off about 4 M&Ms. Simple as that, all right? So if you take this fat burning pill, such as Hydroxycut, or anything that has like 300, 400 milligrams of, green tea extract or some caffeine in it, it's gonna boost your metabolism enough to the point where you can eat 4 M&Ms and you're good to go. All right, which means what? Not a lot. So these fat burning pills or supplements, it only boosts your metabolism, quote unquote, about 3 to 5% max. Okay, which is not gonna fix anything. Okay, so if you're over there eating a Snickers bar and you say, oh, well, I had this flat tummy tea earlier, it basically should offset it. You're playing yourself. All right, so it's really going to be a very minute amount that's going to boost your metabolism. All right, so once again, there's no quick fix when it comes to fat loss. All right, it's about what you know, and you can work smarter or more efficiently, that way that you keep your body in a fat burning state. Now, in order for your body to lose fat, there is a hormone that needs to be present, okay? And it's called glucagon, all right? Now, glucagon is the opposite of insulin. What insulin does, it basically tells your body, so hey, we want to store the energy that's being provided to you, okay? Insulin's only being excreted when you actually eat food, okay? Now, glucagon is up when you're probably in more of a fasted state, which means what? Food is not present, but your body's not dumb. It got actual energy reserves called body fat, okay? So glucagon only is getting or being excreted, okay, when you are in a fasted state, when you haven't ate for about 12 to 16 to 18 hours upon a time, all right? Now, if glucagon is not present, your body's not really burning body fat, okay? But when glucagon is present, it's going to actually boost your metabolism. Why? So when your body is in a fasted state, once you start, your body starts to produce some ketones, right? Beta-hydroxybutyrate is another word or the actual scientific term for ketones. It's going to start activating something called your brown adipose tissue. Okay, so your brown adipose tissue is basically the tissue that everybody has on their body. Okay, it's around your upper body region. Okay, but what the whole purpose of this tissue is to help to regulate your body temperature. So if you probably ever did a fast before, one thing you probably noticed was that for some odd reason you're starting to get a little bit more cold, right? Why? Because what food does, it helps your body speed up or regulate its body temperature, okay? But because you're not eating any food, what your body needs to do is start to upregulate the brown adipose tissue, okay? And the brown adipose tissue, what it basically does, it wastes energy, okay? So what your mitochondria and your cells, what it basically does, it takes in the energy that you just provided to it, and it makes, ATP out of it, or it creates energy. But what this mitochondria do, the brown adipose tissue, okay, and the reason why it is brown is because it got more mitochondria in it, which is the energy powerhouse of the cells, than the white adipose tissue. And the white adipose tissue, once again, is the fat cells that you think about, the ones that jiggles, okay, and this is the one that stores the energy, okay. What this does is once it receives some energy, it literally releases it, okay? And because it releases it, it raises your core body temperature, and because it raises your core body temperature, your metabolism is a little bit higher, okay? But once again, this only be activated when you're in a fasted state, okay? So first thing you could do, if you want to basically raise and boost your metabolism, okay, is make sure you're in more of a fasted state. That way your body has no other choice but to go ahead and make sure all the metabolic processes that's happening within the body is working efficiently, right? And it got to raise your core body temperature because you're not receiving it from food or an exogenous source, okay? So, 2, what you want to do if you want to quote unquote or have a fat burning, type of time, is you need to give your body more muscle. Why? Muscle basically gives your body a faster metabolism because muscle are more metabolically active than fat. Okay, so believe it or not, your fat cells do burn calories, but guess what? Muscle burns way more calories than fat. Okay, so a real fat burning supplement that you can start incorporating if you're trying to really lose some fat is creatine monohydrate. Not any other source of creatine monohydrate. And no, there's no such thing as a creatine geared for women, and there's a creatine geared for men. Just like there's no such thing as a multivitamin that's only geared for women, because all they literally do in that multivitamin for women is they just add in more iron. Just look at it. All right, so that's a protein too. So you got to keep in mind that the health industry, they like to manipulate because they're in market with, and they're trying to basically get other people's customers. All right, so multivitamins do the same thing, such as this creatine, which I'm referring to, does the same thing. Okay, so do not play yourself. Do not pay $5 to $10 extra because, oh, this is creatine geared for women, because you're playing yourself. So creatine monohydrate, what it basically does, it allows your body to replenish its energy stores faster when you're working out, okay? And also, it's putting some more fluid inside your muscle. And if you got more fluid inside your muscle, okay, you're actually able to lift a little bit harder and heavier, okay? Now, what builds your muscle is the frequency, okay? So let's say I'm able to lift one weight, let's say 100 pounds 10 times, right? And let's say I have a twin, we got the exact same genetic makeup, everything, right? And he's able to lift that 100 pounds 12 times. Technically, he's going to build more muscle faster than me because he was able to lift that weight 2 more times, okay? That's what creatine allows you to do. So you're going to go in the gym and you're going to feel like Superman or Superwoman. You're going to be like, oh, for some odd reason, I can only lift my 15 pounds weights today and I'm able to lift 20, okay? So you can start incorporating creatine if you want to start building muscle, and the byproduct of you having more muscle, your metabolism is going to be faster. That is the real best fat burning supplement that you can take for your body. But the downside to creatine for a lot of people who's not as knowledgeable about it is it literally makes your body hold on to a little bit more water weight. Okay, but it's not subcutaneous water weight. So if you're taking creatine, you might notice the scale might jump up maybe like 2 to 3 to 4 pounds max, right? But what these 4 pounds do, first off, it's not real weight, right? But it's intracellular muscular fluid, which means it's inside your muscles, which means what? You're gonna actually fill out a little bit more. So you're gonna have more of a booty pump if you do a leg workout that day, or if you're a man or whatever, you're gonna get more of a pump because your muscles are more filled out. Okay, if you're doing that arm day or whatever day. Okay, I actually do full body. All right, so creatine is the best supplement you can take. Okay, and once again, the main reason why a lot of fat burning supplements basically can make the claim that boosts your metabolism is because it got some sort of caffeine in it, and it's gonna uptick your metabolism about 3 to 5%, okay, which ain't nothing. Okay, the main purpose of all fat burning supplements, it literally decreases your appetite or suppresses your appetite, and what it basically does, it basically makes you more fidgety. And if you're more fidgety, you're gonna do a little bit more movement, and because you're doing a little bit more movement, you're going to actually burn a little bit more calories. It's that simple. All right, so if you really want to go ahead and get into more of a fat burning state, you need to be more in a fasted state, okay, which is going to activate your brown adipose tissue. And once again, that's the adipose tissue that's going to basically raise your metabolism, okay? And that's why you see babies. You don't see a lot of babies shivering, okay, because they got a lot of brown adipose tissue, and we lose it throughout time into adolescence, all right? And last but not least, have creatine. All right, so do not buy no flat tummy tea. Do not buy no hydroxycut. It literally does is it suppresses your appetite and it makes you more fidgety. Okay, so you're not really getting as much benefit as you think you really are taking that fat burning pill. All right, so hopefully y'all learned something today. The best actual supplement that you can take that's gonna actually quote unquote boost your metabolism will be creatine. Okay, but the best way to put your body in a fat burning state, where it's prioritizing using body fat as the main source of fuel, is being in a fasted state. Why? Because of glucagon. Okay, once again, insulin tells your body to store nutrients. Glucagon liberates free fatty acids. Okay, which means your body's gonna start using what it already has on its system, right, or on the body. Okay, and last but not least, is gonna activate your brown adipose tissue, which is the adipose tissue that do not store energy but uses energy. Okay, versus your white adipose tissue, which actually stores energy, which is the food that you eat. All right, hopefully y'all learned something today, and that's your reset tip of the day. It's gonna help you stay snatched all the time, not only summertime. Talk to y'all soon.